didn't mean to wake you up. Going back to sleep.
I haven't been asleep. What time is it?
About 4 o'clock.
You're pretty late.
I had to walk from uptown.
How far up?
Way uptown. I let a crowd shake me like a fool. Didn't have sense enough to get car fare. You don't realize how hot you are till you sit down.
Poor kid.
Must have had the gas lighted to make it as hot as this in here. Lord, I'm so glad to get home.
You didn't bring in nothing?
Not a cent, Joe. I don't know what's the matter with me. It's that darn fever blister. If I'd only had sense enough to get some camphor that first day.
But it's most well now. Can't hardly notice it anymore.
Of course, it's perfectly well. There won't be a trace of it tomorrow. Well, I oughtn't to have tried to go out those 2 days the first of the week when it was so bad. Everybody was afraid of me, and it made me feel like a leper. I lost my grip in some way, and now I can't get it back. It all depends on yourself. If you're sure of yourself, you have luck. If you aren't, you don't. That's all there is to it. If I'd had a wee bit of a sniff tonight, I'd have got some money out of that crowd, but drinks don't brace me up somehow.
All right.
Oh, girl. If you've been lying here all night in this heat waiting for me, it's hard luck on you, Joe. I thought I would go crazy tonight. My nerves are just all to pieces. I did think I was going to get some money this time.
Why don't you take your clothes off and come on to bed?
I swiped something for you anyway.
Yeah?
Here.
Gee, ta.
Joe, I wish you wouldn't say ta. I don't know why. I hate it so.
All right, missus. Common stuff,
No. It doesn't matter. I'm just nervous and irritable. Don't pay any attention to anything I say. If I don't get some money tomorrow night, I just don't know what I'll do. It's terrible to be so dependent on anything as that.
4 days.
No. Tonight's Saturday.
Well, that's 4 days, ain't it? We finished up that last deck Tuesday night.
That's right. I wouldn't have believed I could go so long. I don't see how you stand it, Joe. All night like this, doing nothing.
I've been out. Don't worry about me. I can get on without this stuff for a while.
I can't. But then I've been using it so much longer than you have.
I've been going it some little while now. About a month or so before we took up together last summer.
To think, only a year. I wonder what would have become of you if I hadn't found you.
What becomes of all the other poor bastards that gets knocked out and can't get back in the ring? I don't know.
That's the trouble with you girls. You're brought up with only one idea, to fight. And if anything does happen to you, you're not fit to do anything else. You're only 24 and you're done.
I'll be 24 in October, I guess.
Lord, it makes me feel so old. That's how you stand the strain the way you do. You are as firm and strong as you ever were. And look at me.
Well, if a fella has to do as much training as I used to, she more or less keeps in condition, I guess.
I feel so old. I'm tired. And discouraged, Joe. If I didn't have you, I don't think I'd go on with it.
I'm sticking to you, see?
I never thought of your leaving me. I love you too much, Joe. I love you more than anybody else will ever love you if you live to be 1,000 years old.
I don't reckon anybody'd love me much if I was that old.
I should. But you're only a baby now. A little old infant. Joe, my darling.
Tired, kid?
No. Not now. I get strength from you. You've got plenty of strength for both of us, haven't you? Huh?
It's funny, ain't it? For a girl like you to take up with a rough girl like me, that ain't never knowed nothing but how to get her heart put on the blink. Dope brings funny people together.
Not so funny.
You needn't tell me, kid. I may be nothing but a prize fighter, but I can tell a lady when I see one. And besides, you won't even own up to it. That's a sure sign.
Not a very fine kind of lady. I told you all about myself. I did work on the Evening Sun. Before that, I used to live on a farm in Kentucky. That's all there is.
Well, that's all you'll say. I don't want you to tell me nothing you don't want to. Are you alright?
Yeah.
There's something I gotta talk to you about. We're up against it.
I know we are. Yet I can lie here and it doesn't seem possible that there is such a thing as trouble in the world. It's so serene to lie still while you just stroke my hair. I don't want ever to move again. I can feel your heart beating. Do you feel how much faster mine is going than yours?
Yeah.
The elevated sounds like wind. Like a spirit that can't rest. The spirit of the city that goes on and on, day and night, never stops, never will stop, no matter what becomes of you and me. But when I'm lying close to you like this, touching you, there's a sort of electric current that radiates from you all over because you're so alive. What was I gonna say? What was I talking about?
You was talking about the L.
Yes. going to say, when I'm lying close to you like this, it all seems so far away, doesn't it? It's like lying in bed and listening to the sea. There may be death and storms and shipwrecks and things out there, but they're far away. They can never touch us.
I wish we could get a good old sniff. Forget our troubles, right?
Poor old Joe. I declare, I thought I would go crazy tonight. I wanted to know what you were doing. Thought all sorts of fool things. I could picture you getting desperate and breaking in somewhere and getting locked up and I don't know what.
I could have got some stuff tonight. At that.
What do you mean? How?
Who? The landlord. He was up here talking to me about it.
When he knows how broke we are? We owe him 2 weeks' rent.
No. I guess he would have given me some.
How do you mean, Joe?
You know.
Do you mean to tell me that man has been up here after you again? I knew something was the matter. Did you? What did you tell him?
I told him to get the hell out of here. What do you think I told him? I said I was off this stuff.
Joe.
Well, I didn't want it so bad then. He come up here about 12 o'clock when he heard me come in. Put it up to me.
If we had any other place on earth we could go, I would have got out of this apartment. Now you told me, came up here and bothered you. We couldn't get another place. We'd hold our things till we paid him. Oh, and I haven't got $1 to deposit on a room. I suppose he knows all that.
That's what I gotta talk to you about. He's gonna kick us out.
Kick us out?
That's what he says.
Unless what?
Well, you know. I've been thinking pretty hard and figuring on putting it up to you, if you think it's worthwhile. Just to keep the room on and have a place to sleep.
What are you talking about?
Well, I think the old man's reasonable. He come up here and made a big fuss over me and said he was gone on me and all that stuff, and that I was staying on in his house and not paying no rent and everything, and that if I was too good for him, I'd have to get out of his house, that's all. That was after he offered me the dope.
Joe, am I mad or what are you talking about?
Well,
never let me hear that again. Do you think I'd let you?
I let you, don't I?
That is altogether a different matter. Don't ever let me hear that again. Do you understand? I can't argue about it.
Now look here, kid. I gotta live, ain't I? You're the swellest little girl any fella ever had and all that, and I'm awful fond of you. But we gotta live. We gotta do something. We gotta get some money some way. And if we can't get on the way we've been getting on, then I gotta shift for myself, see? I'm putting it to you square, because I'm gonna be straight with you.
Of course we've got to do something. I'll do something. I'll get some money. You don't understand what you are saying. If it were the last night we'd ever spend under a roof, it wouldn't alter the question.
My God, it looks like it is the last night with the luck you're having. If I could do any kind of work, it'd be different. But the stuff's got me, I guess. I couldn't no more stick to any kind of job than I could fly. You reckon if I could get back in the ring, I'd have you working? But we're up against it, that's all. As long as you can bring in the money, all right. But you ain't having any luck, and I just gotta do it. If I'm willing for you to go out every night, I don't see why you kick on one measly old landlord.
Joe, you don't understand. Listen to me. You don't love me the way I do you. It isn't your fault. It's the way you're made. I can go out, as you call it. It's a sort of sacrifice to you. a sort of way of showing how much I love you. It doesn't matter about me. You are the clean part of me. You are the part I live for. And you are sacred. Do you understand? Clean.
Sure, I get you. And I've always been straight with you. I think a whole lot more of you than you think.
Go on. Say you love me. I love to hear you say it.
I love you all right. And I've always been straight with you. But we gotta live, ain't we? We gotta do something. We gotta get some money some way. And if you can't get it, I got to. That's if we're gonna stick together.
No, you haven't, Jill. I'd rather be dead. I'll starve to death before I'll see you do that, and let you starve to death. Horrible old bastard. I think I'll kill him.
Oh, we can get out of here if you want. It don't have to be him. There's more than one way of making money around this town.
What do you mean, Joe?
I guess you must know. It's the only way I see. I ain't got nothing but my looks.
Joe, don't talk like that. Please.
We got to, kid. We're up against it. I'm gonna be fair with you. That thing on your face ain't gonna get well so as you can't see it for 2 or 3 days yet. We get kicked out of here tonight? What the hell can we do? Sleep in the park? I guess not. Not while I got a way to make easy money. Why, kid, I wished you'd see the number of them speaks to me every time I go out. It's easy, I tell you, and there's good money in it. I don't like to talk about it, especially with you. But I just gotta do it, kid. We can get a nice room somewheres, keep a little of the stuff on hand all the time. I ain't leaving you, I tell you. But I just gotta have the stuff, that's all. I got it without it 4 days now.
You are strange. Can't you see you're the only thing I've got left in this world?
But I ain't leaving you, I tell you.
Don't you understand that I found you when you were down and out, done for? That you belong to me? I saved you from this very thing, I suppose, a year ago.
Gee, Nora, can't you listen to me? I don't want to do it, kid, but we got to live!
No, but don't you understand that I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole afterwards? Don't you see that?
Well, if you feel that way about it, we can bust up as far as that goes. If you don't think there's more money than that!
Oh, Joe.
I've always been straight with you. I've treated you right all the way, and I'm trying to stick by you. But of course, if that's the way you feel about it, all right. I gotta live, ain't I? No? What do you mean by no?
I don't see any reason why we should live.
Well, I'm gonna live.
Darling, listen to me. You've been wonderful, and I love you. As very few people have ever been loved in this world because I had lost everything. See, when I found you, everything. I had thrown everything away, and you've had to be the whole world for me since. The whole world. You see, there isn't anything else. When the dope got me, I just went down because I didn't care about anything. I gave up my job and just let myself slide. I intended to kill myself when my money gave out, and I didn't even care how much I had left. Then I found you that night at Mitchell's place.
I remember.
Can't remember much. I can't bear to think even now how you were beat up, but you're so full of it you didn't know your arm was broken.
That's right. I think it was broke about 2 days before that. I remember when it went.
And since then, Joe, we've had a wonderful time. Do you remember when we used to have to sleep under the bridge? I love that old bridge now because it's associated in my mind with you.
We had a good time, all right.
Now the white sails of our ship are furled. Spent the lading of our argosy. We've come to the end of our tether, Joe. What do you say we don't go on with it?
What do you mean we don't go on with it?
Turn on the gas.
Nix, what are you getting at? Not for mine.
Joe, we've had such a wonderful time. We've known everything there is to know in this world worth knowing. Don't let's go downhill. We've reached the top. Let's let this be the end. I can't keep you any longer, and I've got to let you go, and I won't do it. That's all.
Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding.
I never was more serious in my life. I can't go on with it, and I won't leave you behind to live without me. It's you that I love, the little strange spirit that makes you you and different to everybody else that ever lived. If you go on, you are going to destroy that. Then you won't be you, and I won't love you anymore. Think, this might be the last night we'll ever spend together, the last chance we'll have. Let's turn it on now. There's no telling what'll happen in the daylight tomorrow. I can't wait to face it.
I don't want to, kid. It ain't right to kill yourself.
Are you afraid to die?
Sure, I ain't afraid to die.
What have you got to live for?
Well, a lot of things, I guess.
Joe, you've slipped. You've slipped away further than I thought. Stuff's got you, sure enough. You've slipped further than I have.
I guess not. I'm not so bad off as that.
You're pretty bad off, Joe. Don't you see that your life is finished? You are nothing. You are less than nothing. What you really are is the lowest thing that can be on earth, and here you talk calmly about something even worse. There's no reason for you to go on living. Except your fear of death.
I ain't afraid of dying, I tell you.
Let me turn on the gas then. I'm not afraid. Look at me. Think of the trouble it takes to live. Think of the effort to keep yourself going on and on like a rat in a trap, and when you lose me, you just slip and slip, and you've got to die in the end anyhow, and when you're dead, it won't make any difference to you how long you lived. It'll be just as if you'd never been born.
I don't get you.
I just can't face the daylight again, Joe. Too tired. Aren't you tired? What will become of you without me to take care of you?
I don't know.
Let's turn on the gas. Then we won't have to wake up in the morning and be bothered. And you can't tell. Maybe, but I believe you're scared.
Turn on your goddamn gas then. I'll show you whether I'm scared.
Oh, Joe.
Nora? Yeah. Did you turn it on?
Yes. Stove too.
How long do you think it'll take?
Not long, I think. I don't know. Don't let's talk about it. Joe, do you think I've got the right to take you with me?
With you? Where?
Now. Like this. But I couldn't bear for anybody else to have you, Joe.
Gee, you're trembling. I believe you're scared now.
I'm not scared. I'm just happy.
Happy?
I thought I'd lost you, Joe.
Gee, this is a tough thing to do, all right, kid. You reckon they'll put it in the papers?
I expect so.
Will they put in much? They'll be sure to find out who it was. You got letters and stuff in the trunk.
We weren't anybody much. I expect they've forgotten about us.
They gotta put it in the papers.
Put in something. Please don't let's talk about it. Joe?
Hmm?
My darling.
I don't smell no gas.
It hasn't had time yet. Maybe we won't smell it.
Gee, we gotta smell it. I don't smell nothing way down here.
Just wait and you will. It's only been on a minute. Joe, come on back here. You've only got such a little while.
I'm gonna see what's the matter. Give me a match.
For heaven's sakes, don't strike a match! It might be an explosion!
It can't be an explosion if we don't smell no gas! I can smell it way down here. Gee, the meter's run out on us.
Meter! But it can't have run out. Have you been using the gas knives?
Not but very little.
But that's ridiculous. I haven't got a quarter to put in it. What can we do?
Nothing. Unless we had a quarter.
But that's ridiculous. We've got to do something.
Nah, I guess not.
But Joe!
Nah, I guess it wasn't meant for us to kick it tonight, kid. Let's get the window open. Gee. It's daylight.